Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Dr. Denny Anggoro Prakoso from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Together with my colleague Dr. Muhammad Khotibuddin from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta and Dr. Fuad Khadafianto from Universitas Islam Indonesia. I'm honored to present our collaborative community projects entitled Empowering Communities, Enhancing Literacy on Non-Communicable Disease Prevention in Banaran Village, Kulon Progo. This initiative was part of the KKM-PPN program and focused on health promotion in a rural setting. Let me begin by explaining the background of the problem we address. Non-communicable disease, especially cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and hypertension, are now the leading causes of death in Indonesia. In Yogyakarta province, diabetes accounts for 42% and hypertension for 38% of the NCD's cases. Worryingly, even young adults are showing risk factors such as obesity, high cholesterol, and hyperuricemia. In Kulon Progo, low awareness and unhealthy lifestyle worsen this trend, with 74% of the population having poor knowledge of the NCDs. This makes health education a critical intervention. Our main objective was to improve health literacy in Banaran village and to reduce the risk of the NCDs. We identified two target groups. The first is adult at risk of the NCDs in general community, and the second was local health cadres, including youth organizations such as Karang Taruna. We aim to increase knowledge, build cadre capacity to conduct screening, and generate local NCD risk profiles. Our program involved four core components. The first, community health screening, including blood pressure, BMI, glucose, cholesterol, and uric acid. And the second, structural health education session, focusing on NCD prevention. And the third, practical, hands-on training for health cadres. And the last, evaluation using pre- and post-test to assess changes in knowledge and behavior. These elements were delivered using a participatory, community-engaged approach. Let us now look at how the program was designed and how the data were collected. We adopted a community-based participatory model. Data collection included health screening and paper-based knowledge assessment. Cadre performance was evaluated using both written tests and practical skills checklists. The effectiveness of the intervention was assessed by comparing pre- and post-intervention scores using a descriptive analysis. Let's now explore the key findings of the program. Most participants were elderly with 77.8% age over 60 and 70% were women. After the educational session, we observed significant improvement in NCD knowledge. Basic knowledge increased from 43.7% to 78.9%. Prevention knowledge improved from 31.8 until to 60.3%. These results indicate that our sessions were successful in raising health literacy and community awareness. In addition to community members, we also focus on training health local cadres. Let me share those outcomes. For the health cadres, the knowledge scores rose from 50% to 81.7%. Practical skills scores an average of 92 out of 100. The participative approach using role play, simulation, and group discussion was essential to this success. These findings are inconsistent with global evidence from similar training programs in other countries such as Mozambique and rural Indonesia. To conclude, our community health education program was both effective and well received. It is significantly improved participants' understanding of non-communicable disease and the importance of the prevention. Training local health cadres proved to be a sustainable way to expand the program's reach, and we recommend integrating such as community-based approach into long-term public health efforts. These are the documents of the program. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.